He won't be able to hear us anyway, but I imagine his fan club probably are. We've got some yellow flags fluttering down here, mate, so we haven't got it all clear at the back, so just waiting for those to go missing. Clearly somebody's got a problem on the grid there. And we're waiting to see if Sam Hurst can convert this pole position into his second ever MRO600 win. I know Sam has lots of support from the Team Valley team who also helped in the YPMs as well. Right, the lights go out and the Halifax rider does indeed get away well, but I think that's going to be AJ up the inside who's going to lead through all over the top down towards Cascade. It's a big long line of 600s. Everybody very rapid indeed through here, mate, as they head down towards you for the first of, this is quite a few laps, this one, isn't it, mate? This is,
12, I think.
Yeah, 10 we've got down for this one, yeah.
AJ leads the way from Sam Hurst. Didn't quite catch through that one in third place there, but it's a long line of 600s making their way through Cascades and on towards Island Bend. I'll see if I can pick up when they do reach Shell Oils, but it was AJ number 76 on the all-white Triumph who led the way. They are at Shell Oils now. I can just see the movement there and the colours going through the trees, but AJ, of course, a former YPM champion, former Powerbike champion, former champion of pretty much everything, wasn't he, back in
double Milano winner as well, mate, one of the very few.
Certainly was, and he leads the way in this race. Here they go, over the top of the hilltop. Sam Hurst there on the break behind AJ, not close enough to make a challenge. It's Gareth Cunningham who's up there in third place. Gareth Cunningham, number 169, ahead of, looks like Matt Pallett is at number 12 on the time pin. Is indeed, somebody going slowly on the exit there. Looks like something ahead over here. Michael Mills has just dropped back. He's in front of James Ward now. So Michael Mills is very much in the middle of the field. Logan Stone there behind Zach Lee on like number 80. So Zach Lee fighting tooth and nail for that particular position, as the remaining two riders come past me now and on the way up the Clay Hill.
Okay, good to hear Logan Stone got out there. I knew he was here. He's obviously had some problems this morning. Couldn't get out, had to start towards the back there. AJ leads across the line there. Sam Hurst is taking the fight to him though. Gareth Cunningham in third. There's Matt Pallett. That's the quartet I expected to lead the way. Reese Forrest is up next, and it's Tyler Donovan. Will Howard. Clubbins, good overall position for him in 7th place there ahead of Jake Anderson, who's also doing very well there too. Jack Muir makes up 3 places, come across the line in 9th ahead of Brian Mayer, Addy Beerhall, and it's Jake Donkersley. That will be 71 May is James May, of course. There's too many Mays around here, mate. Michael Mills comes across the line. Actually, Michael comes across the line in 14th, which is where he started, so he clearly made up a couple of places. There makes up 4 places. Stone makes up 14 places. Hans goes with him to make up 12. Parrott makes up a couple of places as well. So lots of chopping and changing throughout the field, but the leaders are going to be working their way around the back and they'll be coming over the hill towards you now.
Yeah, right on cue, they are into the braking zone for his, and it's still AJ who leads the way. The man who was a Powerbike champion with us in 2018 is ahead of Sam Hurst, the man who was on pole position for this race. Gareth Cunningham and Matt Pallett. He was on the Kawasaki in previous seasons. Will Howard up next ahead of 48. There's Tyler Donovan. So Tyler Donovan, who has got some support from PW Suspension Tech this weekend, hasn't he, Keith?
Yeah, no, he's amazed the difference he made. He did it to his ultra bike a couple of years ago. He found 3 seconds thanks to a few little tweaks there from Toit Bean there at CW Suspension. So you can highly recommend the man who sponsors the Super Twins and some other things. Suspension as the leaders come back towards me over the line for the first flying lap. AJ was second fastest in the first second. It was even time, 16.642 to AJ and Matt Pallett. Exactly the same to the thousandth to the second. Over the line though, AJ leads by a quarter of a second with a 45.230, fastest man on the track. And it's Hurst, Cunningham, Pallett. Howes makes up 2 places, goes past Forrest and Donovan. So the club and rider proving very rapid indeed. Gonna have to keep an eye on his lap time. Lap records. He set every single mini-twin lap record last year apart from one, and he also did the same in the rookie 600s as well, apart from in the races he competed in. So Forrest, Donovan, Muir, Beehall makes up 2, Anderson goes back 2, Mills makes up 3 places there. Donkersley stays where he is. Mayer goes back 3 again, lots of chopping and changing. Stone pass on board as well. A little bit further back, Space makes up a place, as does Man and Kingston. So somebody who's on a second screen. there. The leaders now working their way around the back of the track. There's a lot of chatter on the radio. Unfortunately, I can't quite hear that at this stage, but I'll try and pick it up. We'll see if anybody goes AWOL at some point. There we go, the leaders. Go on, mate, what do you got? The gap opens up between Amherst and Gareth Cunningham in second and third position. So two-way fight for the lead, two-way fight for third place. There goes Daddy B Hall a few places behind. Island Ivan is up next. Further down the field, there is number 40 of James Lord on that Triumph Daytona, ahead of Jake Marshall, also on the Triumph, and the 117 machine up next. Earlier, which seems favourable to lap record now. Yeah, there's nothing too late here. You're going to do something on the track, but I think the track is about getting heavier and heavier.